Wrestling fans, what's going on, man? It's Black Couch Booking here with a brand new video. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, subscribe. And if you're old to the channel, Couch Crew, what's going on, man? Hope you guys ready for a brand new upload. I'm ready to get right into it, though. So, I felt like getting in my old bag, man, because I really wanted to talk about this issue for some time, but I just been thinking about how to approach it. Me and my dog, Ricky the Shadow, shout out to Ricky the Shadow, we discussed the Jacob 2 using the N-word in, his rap song. We discussed that, and honestly, it wasn't a big deal because there's a bigger issue that only a couple of people are talking about. Shout out to, I think his name is Cool Colas. Shout out to him on Instagram, man. He really had a great breakdown of this, and I'm gonna give my take on this as well. And my take actually is that WWE, TKO, the wrestling business, as far as WWE, because I'm gonna talk about the other companies as well. I feel like that they're really like on this kick of black male superstars aren't marketable. Themselves aren't marketable and aren't quote unquote worthy of being the main event or being in a prominent position, especially as single stars. I'm gonna say that specifically, especially as single stars. And the reason why I feel this way is because the Samoans, they get to benefit greatly from black culture. Yes, black culture, which is the hip hop culture, the using the slang, the urban vernacular and dress, the ebonics, etc., etc., etc. But I do not have any ill will toward the Samoans. I'm a big Jey Uso fan. I love what Jacob 2 has been doing in the ring and just him being himself. And I do like Roman Reigns. I like all those guys for the most part, but they're not the issue. Y'all are redirecting y'all energy toward the wrong individuals, bro. It's the company. You know how I know it's the company? Look at other companies. Look what AEW is letting Swerve do since Swerve debuted in AEW. Let him do him. Let him be himself. Let him be the black guy that's a really, really good wrestler, but he comes out to his rap song that he made. They help promote and push him as an artist in real life. Let him come out not West Side Gun, with Flash Garments and do things like that. Look what TNA is doing. Leon Slater just became the youngest X Division champion ever. Marketability, taking a chance, giving an opportunity. And I don't care what Booker T says, it's no way in hell that WWE, which is supposed to be the best company, they just got the worst black guys. He didn't say that. He said, well, maybe the guys just aren't good enough. That is bullshit. That is fucking asinine. And I respect Booker T. Booker T is a legend and paved his own way and overcame the odds. But someone like Booker T should know better, because people like him aren't world champion material. Y'all remember that? Y'all remember that? That was a storyline, but that was very telling. It's very telling that when is the last time black men have been featured on PLEs as solo stars? We're not talking about no damn R2 versus John Cena where he got screwed over. We're talking about real PLEs, bro. I don't even know, even as a tag team, the New Day were at WrestleMania. Clap it up for them. When the Street Profits were tag team champions, were they on any PLEs? Were they on any PLEs defending their titles as the tag team champions? You can say, well, that's just a tag team champion issue, bro. Regardless, what's the commonality, y'all? Why do the Samoans get to use the slang, use the vernacular, use the hip hop tracks? Metro Boomin want to produce a song for Jacob 2. He didn't want to produce a song for Montez Ford. Now, he didn't say that, obviously, but you know what I'm saying? Like if you really think back to the day, right? Like, think about back in the day, bro. Why is it that now the Samoans are benefiting from black culture? Why they don't benefit from Samoan culture? Do y'all remember when the Usos first debuted? They had the face paint with the shorts and all that. They was doing a little dance and they had Tamina and all that. They was fully involved in Samoan culture, and it didn't get over as much as the Uso Penitentiary. It didn't get as much over as two Samoan guys who, you know what I'm saying, who got the chains, got the bandanas, wearing red and all that. It did not get over as much. But they won't let the Mexican guys, the Mexican guys like hip hop culture as well. They listen to rap music. Why can't the Mexican guys benefit from hip hop and black culture? When they have Japanese superstars, they always produce them as Japanese superstars. Oh, this person got strong style. Shinsuke Nakamura dressing up like a samurai. You got Akira Tozawa dressing like a ninja, which is crazy, by the way. And then my Samoan people going to come in the comment section and tell me, well, you know, that was kind of offensive. The Wild Samoans even was problematic back then. But so why wasn't Crime Time problematic back then? Obviously, it was a different time. But I'm saying, like, it's not problematic for people to use the black culture to get over more than the black guys. The black guys got to wear suits to get over. Hurt business. Now, they grown men. I ain't saying they had to come out, you know, with their pants sagging and dancing and shit. But what has R-Truth ever benefited from him? He was over as a comedic babyface, but he never truly benefited. R-Truth is an artist as well. Why didn't they help push R-Truth music and stuff like that? Tell me that. Seriously. Do you like really tell me that, guys? Like really tell me that. Why are black men not marketable as themselves in the culture, but the Samoans can benefit from it on social media and on TV? Carmelo Hayes is literally our last hope on the main roster. And I'm saying the main roster because I know people are going to bring up Trick Williams. They're going to bring up Obafemi. They're going to bring up all them guys. Them guys aren't in the main roster yet. And I still got hope that Obafemi is the chosen one and that there's no way you can fumble Obafemi. But you never know, bruh. Trick Williams is doing his best work in NXT. He's the TNA champion. But don't forget that Carmelo Hayes was doing his best work on NXT as well. Carmelo Hayes is to me, is the greatest North American champion ever. Carmelo Hayes was an NXT champion doing great with Trick Williams. That should have been a layup. The #1 draft pick. And now he recently won an Andre Giant Battle Memorial, whatever the hell. I don't care about it. And this man can't be featured. He can't care to be featured. Was that triple threat match on the PLE with Carmelo Hayes, Andrade, and LA Knight? Let me know. Because if it was, cool. All right, so they was featured this one time, bro. All right, but at that one time, bro, we had a PLE in Bad Blood in Atlanta where hella black people are, and no black dudes was featured on it. Even the black women wasn't featured on it. They had to host it. They had to host it. You crying for representation? Hey, listen, man, I'm different, bro. I don't cry for representation, and my mindset has changed. Representation is important. But we don't do participation trophies over here, which is why I said there's no way in fuck that any of y'all niggas can tell me that every black guy is just ass. Think back to Montez Ford, right? Let me go back to Montez Ford for a second, right? I don't know why I let myself truly believe that man's singles push that he was maybe about to get was halted because he didn't want to leave Angelo Dawkins. That is fucking asinine. Dude, I'm an idiot for thinking that, and I apologize, because do y'all seriously think that man has that much pull? If they want you to be a single superstar, like somebody was arguing with me in the stream the other day, their employees, they gotta do whatever they tell them to do. They just didn't believe in him. He showed out Elimination Chamber, got a show with Bianca Belair, and they still didn't want to push him. They still didn't want to push him as a single star. It's not that, nah, I ain't want to leave my dog. That's a cop-out. Because, motherfucker, they split up hella tag teams they ain't want to split up back in the day. So don't give me that bullshit. He don't got that much pull. If John Cena got to fall in line and can't step out and say he don't want to do something, then for fuck sure Montez Ford can't. So y'all not about to do that to me. I'm not an idiot. I don't know why. I let myself believe that because I love the Street Profits so much. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins can both be good single stars. They just won't get the push. This isn't an Apollo Crews situation. They gave him opportunities. But what he had to do, he had to branch out to something else. He had to be the Nigerian prince. He had to be a nigga walking around with a leather jacket for some reason, looking like fucking Cyborg. But no. Still nothing. Still nothing. But, you know, Jega Fatu's from the Bay. You know, he's been in prison. He grew up in the hood. Understandable. I understand that. I do not have a problem with people when they grow up, they become their surroundings. Cool. But he is able to benefit from that more than anyone else. You don't think the rest of these guys grew up in the hood? You don't think the rest of these guys, you know what I'm saying, got that vernacular? You know what I mean? You know, I fuck with the Bay. But these other guys grew up in these areas as well. And then you can bring the point to say that, well, for black people, it's a little bit harder because they lean into that. It's going to come off as stereotypical. And I used to say that. And you know what? I don't give a fuck. Hip hop, rap, urban, vernacular, Ebonics, that is our culture. It's a culture. Black people, they started up, and we did start that. Hip hop originated in New York, G. We started that, bro. We rocked the chains and shit. We was rocking the chains. It's deeper meaning behind that. I'm not gonna get into a fucking history lesson. The cool shades in the earring. We did all that shit, G. But we can't get our shit off, right? We can't come out in a nice car for entrance. You know what else though? You know what else really grinds my gears though? Is that I like a lot of the Samoans, but it's motherfuckers who not even good that still featured prominently. They over there pushing the wrong motherfuckers. Tama Tonga was cold in New Japan. But we got fucking Honolulu, Talataka, not Tongaloa, not the GOAT, the tall motherfucker. We got these motherfuckers just sitting around doing nothing. Roman Reigns rocks the Jordans, bro. Jordans are a black culture. It's made by a black man. Sneakers, yes. Jay and Jimmy, bro. They funny as hell. I love Jay and Jimmy, but they're benefiting from black culture, bro. They picked it up along the way. That's they shit. That's cool. I don't got a problem with that. Dominic Mysterio be listening to rap music and shit. I don't got an issue with that. But why you got a guy like Montez Ford where you could literally run back the New Day storyline where the New Day had to run a gauntlet for Kofi to get a singles title shot? Why can't Angelo Dawkins run a gauntlet for Montez Ford? And Montez Ford, if Angelo Dawkins wins the gauntlet, Montez Ford gets a shot at the United States Championship. Why can't we do something like that? Why can't none of these guys be featured prominently? Why is Carmelo Hayes losing every week? My G, the #1 draft pick. But Solo and Jacob could go back and forth over the U.S. Championship. And cool, they are great. They're great wrestlers, yes. But opportunity is important. Fucking Lance, Roman Reigns' nephew, about to get an opportunity, and supposedly he's not that fucking good, but he's still about to get an opportunity. But you got motherfuckers who are actually good that can't get the opportunity. People talking shit about Swerve interview with Vlad. He was speaking facts though. They didn't give him a chance. And when he finally got the chance, it was too late. They was cutting motherfuckers to save money. It was too late. The hit row was over. But Hit Row couldn't become a mainstay stable. They had to make fun of him and bash him and say that they was ass and they said that they was fucking trash. The New Day had to get over because they had to do something drastically different. The church is a part of black culture. Why couldn't the New Day stay preachers? Why are black men not on PLEs in singles matches? I don't even care if they win or not. You can't tell me that there's not a spot for Carmelo Hayes on the PLE, bruh. On the main roster, bruh. You can't tell me that Street Profits couldn't have been on multiple PLEs defending them tag team championships. Happy they got the run. Shout out to my black women. My black women doing great right now. They eating. Naomi champion. Jay about to be champion, hopefully. They were just tag team champions. But the guys is like, we out here like wounded animals, bro. We can't get nothing, bro. How I feel about the YX6 beating Street Profits, whatever. Street Profits had a good run. They'll probably get another run before it's all said and done, but they just had a run. Let's split them up. They both could be single stars and help expand the division. That United States Championship division is locked up in the family tree. The Intercontinental division is locked up on some bullshit. Y'all doing Dominic Mysterio dirty. When Apollo Crews come back, literally, what are they going to do for Apollo Crews when Apollo Crews come back? Ashante the Adonis, he was doing some bullshit in NXT, that Tyler Perry ass acting. He could be on the main roster, though, doing that shit. Dominic Mysterio is the Riz guy. Bring up the real Riz guy from NXT and do something with Dom. Maybe he causes friction. When Trick Williams comes to the main roster, what are they going to do with Trick Williams? Is he going to be the other #1 draft pick? That was a TNA champion, multi-time NXT champion, North American champion. What is he going to do in the main roster? They going to take away all his swag. They even doing it to the white guy. Look, they doing it to LA Knight. So what do you think they're going to do to Trick Williams, realistically? Obafemi got the best chance because he is leaning to the African culture. My bad, y'all. Overheated on me, but like... yeah, he leaned into the African culture, but I'm afraid, bro. They might nerf my mans. He should have a Gunther type of run. It's not just about the hip hop culture. Montez Ford is one of the most marketable guys ever. Clean cut black man, was in the Marines, or I believe, or the Navy. Role model to kids. Still can't get that push. Still can't get that Fresh Prince push that I said be the role model for the young black men. Somebody might come say, oh, it's me, the black guy's always complaining. No, I ain't complaining, bro, but we could bring issues to light too. Just like when your favorite wrestler don't get the push that they quote unquote earned or deserved. Bruh, all these black dudes in WWE not trash. If WWE's the best company, then why do you have the word the worst trashiest black guys? That's cap. These guys are good, and they proved it. Montez Ford has proven himself. Jasper Troy, I like his look. I like what he doing. Saquon Sugars, I like what he doing. But look what they doing to both of them. They about to get nerfed. They about to get nerfed. Dark State is already in bad shape. Out the mud ain't doing nothing either. You want to talk about NXT? Let's talk about NXT. Wesley's a super senior. What they doing with Wesley? Why are we not marketable? Why are we not marketable? Why not? You're marketing our culture. You got Cardi B about the whole SummerSlam. You got Metro Boomin doing the theme song for Bad Blood. You got Lil Yachty in the crowd. You got Quavo in the crowd. You got all these other KSI, Speed. All these other black men outside of the business can't get screen time and can't be at least in the crowd at the PLE. But the black men on your roster ain't shit. That's what you're telling me, essentially. It's not complaining. But the Samoans is eating. They eating off of rap culture. Ron Killings came back and he ain't shit now. He should have had a championship match with John Cena and finished the story. Now he's just in the shuffle. He's getting paid now. It's sad, bro. There's little black boys that love John Cena, love LA Knight, love Jey Uso. They should be able to love Carmelo Hayes and Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins and have them featured in a prominent light. Everybody else got somebody to look up to. The Latino community got Dominic Mysterio, Rey Mysterio, all these guys. Rey Fenix, Andrade. Andrade getting featured more. That's my favorite wrestler. He's getting featured more prominently. Well deserving. He's great. He's the GOAT to me. But representation is important, not participation. Representation and participation is two different things, G. Participation is having the motherfuckers defend their belts before the PLE, but not being on the PLE. Representation is having the guys on the PLE and put on a banger fucking match. That triple threat ladder match should have been in the fucking PLE when the Street Profits won them titles. Let me know what y'all think, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Black House Booking is back. I'm in my bag, and I'm going to talk about the issues. And I'm going to really think on it, so y'all won't get consistent uploads. I'm going to really think on these topics and really give y'all the best. So please subscribe to the channel. Please have civil conversations in the comment section, even though I already know what's going to go down. But we don't care, bro. We talking about it. I'm done playing around with y'all, man. Fuck out my face.